All right, well, I am here with Miss Lily Milliner from Build It Up. We're talking Hub Zone and Sessions, and today is all about Tech Horizon and Demo Center. Lily, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Derek. Austin, I understand, is actually cooler than Washington, D.C. We're sitting at 90 degrees and it is fabulous here.
90 degrees.
Yes, but I
That's
heard I heard DC is 100
I'm in
with
Florida.
the humidity.
That's
So
that's
we have a
Christmas
nice little
time.
warm breeze going on.
That sounds lovely. Before we get into Hub Zone Conference, right? We're talking day 3. We're talking Tech Horizon. Before we do, can tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about Build It Up.
Well, build it up as you hear the name build, and then you hear IT and up. Ours is the IT because I came from the information technology. Most people think it's information technology, but my it is whatever task. One of the things that our logo or slogan is for Build It Up, making bricks without straw. So I've worked with HBCUs, minority serving institutions, small businesses, Hub Zone, in order to take them to the next level, particularly if it's tech transfer. Who do they connect with? Who do they collaborate with? I love building bridges and making partnerships. So that's what Build It Up is about. Taking your idea, having you relax, and then let's come up with a trajectory that takes you beyond what you can imagine.
Well, I love that, and that's a perfect segue here. So you are running Tech Horizon. Now, I'm a brand new to the Hub Zone Conference. Tell me, what can I expect here, day 3, Tech Horizon?
Okay, you can expect diversity. You're going to have people that are in technology, what they call technology, like quantum AI, but you're going to have the adjacent folks. You can be in culinary, you can be in hotels, you can be in the manufacturing widgets or whatever. But we all realize that the technology is here to stay and it impacts every industry. So what you're going to see is a cross section of America. You're going to see young, old, folks that are kind of afraid of tech, folks that don't live without tech, and they're going to all come together and merge in that room that we have, the Washingtonian, and take back some transformational information that's going to make it wonderful throughout our nation. We'll send them out to the uttermost regions of America in order to change the workforce.
Now, it's very important you mention that, and I think that's great, and especially getting that cross section, because especially when you're dealing with like AI, when you're saying things like quantum and stuff, a lot of people may feel that's a little bit out of their depth. So to be able to find that baseline and say, okay, listen, that you're going to find value no matter who you are, I think that's really important. Are there any for the panels? What do you think is right now the hot ticket item here on day 3?
Okay, my hot ticket item is this gentleman from the Frederick National Laboratories that's talking about digital twins. And I'm like, what is digital twins? Well, if someone is going through treatment of cancer, instead of them giving you all kinds of drug therapy to see if it works, they create an avatar and use AI to figure out what drugs will, in fact, heal you. So they look at data from all over the world of people that have had the same conditions and different reactions, and then they build an avatar that allows your doctors to work with you so you heal as fast as possible. To me, that's amazing to be able to say that our cancer treatment isn't going to be poking and prodding, and this is going to go to me every kind of therapy people need. So I'm excited about that.
Man, that does sound very interesting. I wish maybe they had a digital twin so I didn't go to the prom by myself, but we'll work on that later. So we're talking Tech Horizon, we're talking AI, we're talking quantum. Now, how about this demo center? And I've been hearing a lot about this. Can you tell me about the demo center?
Well, what's interesting about the demo center is that individuals right now are developing a 5-page PowerPoint just saying the why, when, and their collaborative group. We wanted the cohorts, we're going to have 10 to 15 of them. They'll be selected by their presentation, but we wanted them to create a profound impact based on a village, which means that we have a hub zone partner that is leading it, but we might have some primes, we might have some universities, I will say traditional, and then the small universities and community colleges working together to create some innovation that is going to change the trajectory of the community, the nation, and the world. And that gets me very excited because most of these are on shoestring budgets, but they're getting it done. That's what happens with small businesses that are innovative.
And that's what's beautiful. I been lucky and fortunate enough to be on some of these meetings, and collaboration has really been kind of the key word. And when you come up with tech and you come up with these innovative solutions, it's really the small business, right? And it's that defense industrial base that needs to expand. They're the ones that come with the idea and the fuel for this next generation AI. The next generation quantum, the next generation technology that's released. A lot of that can come, and some of these small businesses, I think, don't feel like there's a lot of support out there, or maybe that they have to get some kind of venture capital money, or whatever the case is. What would your advice be to somebody, a small business, especially on the tech side, that's coming day 3 at the HubZone conference in Chantilly?
Okay, one of the things I want to segue something that you said earlier and bring it all in. One of the people that is one of my board members of the National Quantum Literacy Network is in fact, Georgia. And he is a professor that teaches law and patent law and everything else. But he said something to me last week that blew me away. He said, it's not about getting people at a particular table or the front of the table, but we need to approach this as a round table. Because when you have a round table and you add 2 or 3 more people, all they have to do is push out a little and everybody's at the table and everybody's contributing because it's a round table and we see everything. The small businesses that I want engaged in this is the ones that understand it's a round table, that we just need to move back just a little bit to add the collaboration of an MIT or a Morgan State, just a little back, and to think that approach, the labs, Lawrence and Livermore, Sandia, whatever, just a little bit out there. And these service disabled veteran companies, women-led companies, all of these companies, you just move out just a little and you get that unbelievable brain power that our nation was founded on. And that's what excites me about this conference and the small businesses that are coming there expecting to be pushed to the next level.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So you have the agenda pulled up right now, or do you need a minute? Because I do.
No, I have the agenda pulled up. It's up on my wall. I get to look at it all every time I walk into the office.
And all right, hit me with that agenda.
Fireside chat, which is going to be, Dr. Wanda, Colonel Dr. Chris, Valerie, Valerie Capers from Handshake, Workman, who in fact just got back from Sweden a couple of weeks ago, who presented to a national global stage about the workforce and what needs to take place in order for Americans and globally to compete. That's going to be exciting. That's what we're kicking off. And then it's the AI quantum strategy, where we're getting our disruptors. We're getting folks like Dr. Stubblefield. We're getting folks like Wallace, who's from the state of Maryland, different people involved in that, exploring the technologies and what have you. That's going to be exciting because we're not only talking about the federal, but we realize if you're in the state of Maryland, you're in the state of Virginia, you're in DC, guess what? Most of the workforce in these headquarters offices come from those areas, whether they're contractors or whether they're employees of the federal government. They have to be great brothers and sisters to the federal government. They have to make sure that their workforce and I'll call it their economy prospers. So they're here. They want to be part of that. And then there is what I call the sustainable technology solutions. If you haven't heard about Justice 40, you're going to want to come and hear about that. That's something that was kicked off by the Biden administration and what have you, that's making a major difference. And then on top of all this, we got to make sure everything is secure. Nobody wants to go to the bank and find out their money's gone because innovation and quantum and everything else has made it impossible to secure it. So you're going to want to hear about those ethical considerations, those things that are being done in order to secure our financial system, our medical system. You don't want, you know, hey, when I go to the CVS, I want to make sure if my prescription says this, nobody's hacked that, and now I get a different prescription and I'm by the wayside. All of these things are exciting. And then to me, that afternoon, empowering the federal workforce, strategies for upscaling and making sure that you stay on top. This does, whether you have a business of two people or a business of hundreds, you need to make sure that you're at the edge. You understand what's coming. You don't want any surprises. This is important to be abreast of things. And then we're going to end the day. And this is the exciting part, the closing remarks, the takeaways. What is our vision for 2030? What do we want to look like as a nation, as small businesses, as a community? What do we need to do to position ourselves to thrive? We don't want to survive. Hub zones aren't about survival. We've historically underutilized areas aren't about the survival anymore. We want to thrive. One of the things I constantly tell the folks, we're leapfrogging. Conference is about leapfrogging. You're going to look and say, wait a minute, how did they jump ahead? It's because of the information they gained. So I'm excited and I can't wait to see everybody there.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. And you did mention something that I do just want to piggyback on. Handshake is one of the sponsors. So we want to say a special shout out to Handshake. And they've got a really innovative thing with Workforce, correct? Like they connect employees.
Yes. And this is the thing. One of the statistics talks about how many of those Generation X, those early entrants, are going to be in the workforce in 2030. Are we ready for that? Do we have a system to engage them? One of the things that we're finding is they don't know much about the federal industry. And if they don't know much about the federal industry, they're not going to come and work for contractors or the federal government. Handshake does a marvelous job of engaging them and making sure that they understand there are people that want you to be comfortable. There are people waiting for you to work for them. And they're sitting in the Hill or in Arizona or California or all over the nation, because federal government isn't just in the DMV. It's all over the nation.
Well, I absolutely love it. I am excited. I think I'm actually going to be a moderator on one of your panels, so I'm very excited for day
Yes.
3. Make sure everybody subscribe. We're going to start putting out content regularly here on the YouTube channel on the Hub Zone Contractors National Council. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the videos. We're going to start putting out a lot of educational conferences, and we're going to continue with our Hub Zone in sessions with the Hub Zone Conference 2024 series here. So Lily, thank you again for taking the time to come talk to us. Appreciate
Thank you so much. And I tell people, go online and check out Handshake.
Yes.
Don't sleep on that.
No,
It is a game changer.
All right. Well,
Thanks again, Derek. It's always a pleasure chatting with you, and I'll see you on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there soon. So we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.